Time to see how that Soundwave transforms. Now, it has been some time since my last video. In that, we built Lego Icons Soundwave, but back then I didn't have time to show you the transformation or do any reviews. So it is time to get back on track and start with the transformation video. So here he is, and we start by removing both of his guns. The one held in his hand and the other on his shoulder. Next, we're going to hide the head. We open the backpack, spin the head 180, flip it in, and close the backpack. Next, we're going to straighten the arms and turn the fists backwards. And the same for the other side, of course. Then we are going to flip the feet in and cover the bottom of the leg with this panel. And once again, repeat for the other side. Next, you spin one of the legs 90 degrees so that the front is facing outwards. And open a panel holding the shoulder section. Then it's time to fold the leg in. And secure the connection with a clip from the shoulder section. And once again, repeat these steps for the other side. The leg ratchets are quite strong, so you'll have to be a bit careful here. And once again, secure the leg in with the clip from the shoulder. And the final part of the transformation is flipping in these panels to hide the leg joints. And then we're all done. Now this has some options for weapon storage in the alt mode. You can split the gun and clip the front section in here. The handle of the gun is a Technic axle, and there is a hole for it in the right hand side here. And on the other side, there are a couple of studs to attach the shoulder cannon in. I wouldn't say that these are essential for the alt mode, but it's an option. Now I think that transformation is relatively straightforward, smooth and easy. But I got to admit that this model has a couple of weak spots that you have to be mindful when you're transforming the model. Like these fingers. Each of those has only a single clip as an attachment point, and the thumb is connected with 1 by 1. And these panels at the back of the legs are another weak spot. The connection looks quite strong with 4 studs, but it is quite easy to clip these panels to some part of the model when you are manipulating the joints. Luckily, the panels are quite easy to put back on if they come off. One good tip is to place your thumb on top of those leg panels while you're manipulating the legs. That way you can ensure that those won't come off. And whenever you are manipulating the hands, try to grab from the palm sections instead of the fingers. Now that's the transformation of Soundwave covered. Time to move on to the cassettes, Laserbeak and Ravage. The first step with Laserbeak is removing these guns on its back. Those are each connected with a pin connection. Next, you flip the head backwards and fold the wings in. And finally, you just fold the feet up. And then you're all done. Ravage is a bit more complicated. You begin once again by removing these guns. Next, you flip the tail and head in. Next, you need to fold all 4 legs inwards so that the gray sections are facing downwards. There is no specific position for the front feet. You just try to fill the empty space between the legs as much as possible with it. Once the legs are folded in, you open the entire midsection by using a couple of hinges. And then you're once again all complete. So the transformation for the cassettes was very straightforward and easy. But then again, that could be expected, as those are quite small models. Now, I don't think that Laserbeak has any particular weak spots, but there are a couple in Ravage. These cassette spools are only connected with a single stud and are not ideal to grab when handling the model. And the tail section is connected with 2 studs, and sometimes that comes off when you try to remove the guns. And that's about it. The transformation for Soundwave is quite simple, but then again the alt form is a box, so it cannot be that difficult. Some transformation joints feel especially good to handle, like the backpack and the head, and especially the feet. And with others, you have to be extra mindful, like the leg ratchets. But I'll get back to all that in the next video. That will be the review. If you want to get a notification as soon as that video is up, you should consider hitting that subscribe button down there. I will upload the next video ASAP, but remember, when a Sloth says that, it means as slowly as possible. Bye bye.